am so happy to treat with this very important conference. APET, they're putting this together, the Association of Professional Engineers of Trinidad and Tobago. It's a technical conference, and it's happening in May, the 12th and the 13th at Hyatt Regency. We want to welcome Kevin Grant, Acting Chairperson, Electrical Division. I want to say, Kevin, congrats to you and the team in advance, because I know this is going to be well subscribed, and I look forward to details as to your target audience and what will be the greatest takeaway, at least from through your lens, for those in attendance. Welcome to the program.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Who are you looking for? Strictly engineers? Anybody else out of the particular arena?
Everybody's welcome. So we're looking at engineers, we're looking at the business community, we're looking at students, right? You would appreciate that engineering plays a major role in all our daily lives. Some are obvious, some are not so obvious. So we want everybody to come out in terms and participate in this conference.
I want you to elaborate some more, because yes, engineers do play an important role, and why does it matter, this particular conference at this point in time?
Well, it is a nice space for engineers to gather, share ideas, exchange thoughts, remain current in topical issues. So I would talk about some of the things in the mainstream now. You hear about AI. How does AI play a part in engineering? We talk about renewable energy and how we could harvest that energy, whether it be sun or wind, to power operations. Students as well, they have the opportunity to meet the peers and probably find a couple of mentors within their discipline where they could learn and grow from. Yeah.
I recognize the theme, a very important one: sustainable, smart, resilient. How does that translate in real life? How does that translate with our daily movements here in our Twin Island state, Trinidad and Tobago?
So let's take the last one, resilient. As you know, Trinidad and Tobago has been kind of fortunate, but we have the natural disaster known as the hurricane, right? How resilient are we to recover from that? Where does engineering play a role in that? Renewable energy, how fast can we get up if the electrical grid is down? Right? Those sort of stuff would be at the forefront. As well, we have a number of presenters, and they are putting forward a number of papers. I won't go into all of them, but 3 of them kind of stand out to me. One presenter, we talk about the sea bridge from Trinidad and Tobago. So he has a paper looking at the feasibility of that, actually building a bridge from Trinidad and Tobago.
A physical bridge.
A physical bridge.
Because, you know, I'm watching, they're building, I think right now is it China? They're building an underwater kind of tunnel scenario.
Yes.
I'm seeing the engineering marvel of that project.
Exactly.
And I'm saying, you know, I was just thinking on the box, I was saying, well, I don't even know where we're going to start. So from my, just really quick, because we go back to this, from my engineering perspective, if we were to attempt something like that, I guess it would be probably like a Toko to Crown Point.
Probably,
naturally,
yeah. And what I like to say, anything is possible engineering-wise, is just basically the cost attached to it.
The resources and the cost, yes.
Yeah. Another paper that I saw that piqued my interest, and I hope it should pique others, we driving through Trinidad and Tobago. Unfortunately, people may be dumping tires, right? So representative from Kariri is doing a project on the rubber crumb, where they are taking those tires, reducing it to crumbs, and then mixing it with the asphalt.
Oh, so you're kind of going back now into the road.
Yes.
And that could help with road rehabilitation.
Right, and that will come into the whole aspect of sustainability and the whole circular economy conversation.
Let me tell you, engineers play such a pivotal role in every society. And I would imagine, you know, the kind of conversations, the kind of networking possibilities. And I'm happy you mentioned students will be there, because for the future engineers, those who are thinking about it, I think this is the best space to be.
Yes, this is where we will sell them on the idea.
Yeah, to be inspired.
Yes.
What you hope will be the greatest takeaway?
I think the greatest takeaway is the sharing of knowledge, number one, for the general public. The engineers and the students to be in a common space, share ideas, share knowledge, and come out better for it, right? Maybe we could get some more engineers joining APET. We could probably get some more people consider engineering as a career if they are at the crossroads and they're not sure where they want to go in the future.
You mentioned AI earlier. How does AI help the engineer, or will AI ever replace the role and function of the engineer?
For me, I would say we have to work with it. It is here to stay, and it is one of the conversations that you would hear coming up is how do you use AI ethically? Right? So it does play a role, and it could help in certain aspects of engineering.
In terms of business leaders, I'm sure they will also be in attendance. How could this benefit when it comes to decision making and long-term planning?
Right. So in terms of decision making, let's say, for example, you have a facility that is aged in terms of electrical installation. You may want to consider the aspect of powering certain aspects of your business using renewable energy. And again, we have a couple of presenters that would talk how you could integrate renewable energy solutions into your business.
How can folks register? Because this is a very important talking point. Details, I mean, is there cost attached, and more so, is there online component, or does one have to attend in person?
Okay, so basically the website, you could go to ATC2026.org. When you go there, it has a nice little counter telling you how much more days, and you can register. We are also on all social media platforms, so that's your Instagram, your Facebook, your LinkedIn, where you would have the flyers, and there's a QR code there that you could use that to register. In terms of registration, for members, it is $2,500 TT dollars, and for non-members, it is $2,750 TT dollars, or as my president would say, future members.
That's right. That's right.
There are also packages for students, as we know you're going to school, so it won't be the full cost of that. I think it is probably $500 for student members. Don't quote me on that. I could be a little off by a couple $100 or so, but that's the average price. It won't be the full cost for student members.
And it's a 2-day process.
It is a 2-day process. It is packed, right? And registration will go straight up until the morning of the conference, but we hope you register before. I would urge everybody to come out in the space, network with your peers, meet new people, and see what is going on in the world of engineering. As you know, the engineering discipline rapidly changes, and there's an opportunity for us to network and be on the same page, more or less.
The engineers from Trinidad and Tobago, well, I'll ask directly, could they stand up with the very best out there in the world? What's been your experience?
I would say yes.
Yeah.
Yes, without a shadow of a doubt.
I had no doubts about that.
There's a concept that foreign is better, and that is not always the case. We could stand toe-to-toe, and in some cases we may excel compared to our counterparts outside of Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, because despite, people might have their particular sharp criticisms. I think our engineers and the kind of creativity and what we have seen from our local talent, it's par excellence.
Yeah. What I want to mention as well too, in outside the conference area, we have some booths where people would have showcased their stuff. So people like Kariri, Avicon Engineering Services,
Nice.
just to mention. And of course, I must thank our sponsors, right? That is Nucor Iron and Atlantic LNG. There may be a couple more, but it slips me right now.
They are the core key title people.
And our partners, which are UTT, of course,
yes.
UWI, and the Board of Engineering of Trinidad and Tobago. So I must make mention to them as well.
Now, Kevin, trust me, we are very creative, we are very innovative. There's no doubt about that, and I know this will be a tremendous success. Let's put it up again, APET, bringing this truly tremendous technical conference for business leaders, engineers, students, all and sundry. Show up and be part of it. It's happening in May 12th and 13th at the Hart Regency, as we look to build on our capacity and expand and just keep the conversation alive and think beyond the outside the box. I like what you say. You never know. We could definitely build a bridge. You hear them thinking, you figure it's so far fetched, but you never know. It's very possible.
Yes, it is. Anything is possible in engineering.
That's right. Kevin, all the best, and congrats in advance.
All right. Thanks for having us here.
You're most welcome. We take the final pause. We come back to wrap things up officially on this Wednesday morning. See you soon.